Hello, my name is Jessamyn Leeks, and I'm the Crisis Line Coordinator for the Samaritans on Cape Cod and the islands. Our organization is dedicated to helping those who are in need of what we call befriending. Prior to becoming the coordinator, I was a Crisis Line associate, answering local and 988 calls. No two callers were the same. I could start my shift talking to an elderly woman in a nursing home who wanted to share her life story with me, and end my shift waiting for paramedics to arrive as I tell a teenager that they made the right choice by calling us. The most difficult call I ever answered was from a suicidal young woman. She didn't want to be saved. She just didn't want to be alone while she died. I stayed on the phone with her for 3 hours that night, long past the end of my shift. She eventually accepted the help, and paramedics were able to find her. She was rescued that night, and I still think about her all the time and hope that she's okay. I sought out to work for a crisis line because I myself am a survivor of suicide loss, and I wanted to prevent others from experiencing the pain my family and I have felt since July 11th of 2014. My brother, Jared J. Leeks, took his life at just 24 years old that day. I'm mentioning these events not to garner sympathy, but to accurately convey my motivations for making this video and for making this my career. Part of my job is to look for areas within our organization that may be in need of improvement. Not a lot of people think about what goes on behind the scenes at crisis centers, but between the data analysis, oversight of operations, training, increasing public awareness, staffing, etc., there is a great deal of work happening aside from the most important aspect, which is, of course, answering the phones. I can tell you that we are doing the absolute best that we can with what we have, but we could be doing better if we had more to work with. One of the new programs we are implementing is having monthly team meetings. We were having quarterly roundtables with our whole staff, but we felt a smaller group size would make people feel more comfortable with sharing their thoughts, ideas, and issues with one another while strengthening bonds and communication throughout the entire team. I have put a lot of hours into this project, and paying our team for the additional meetings and trainings every month will come with the cost, but it will hopefully improve our line as a result. I have a lot of ideas I would like to try out, but we need more funding to make them happen. Sometimes our lines get backed up from so many people calling us. The call gets transferred out to a backup center after the caller has been waiting for 120 seconds. However, sometimes I see callers hang up before they are transferred. Anytime that happens, I think to myself, what if that was someone like the girl who needed 3 hours of convincing before she let me save her? What if it was someone like my brother Jared, who was about to make a decision that devastates their family forever? With increased funding, we would be able to answer those calls. We would be able to provide increased training for our teams to make sure they are equipped with the skills necessary to save those callers' lives. We could implement new projects and try new ideas to make our crisis lines the best they can be, and we would spread the numbers 988 to everyone who will hear them and hope that those who need us are listening. Our center has answered 18,000 calls in 2024 alone, and as difficult as it is, we need to answer more. Thank you for your time.